Online at consumerqb.com.
Welcome back. Brandon Rhymes here. Consumer Quarterback Show in studio with Alex BlackBelt Lima. Fitness and martial arts coming up. We're going to talk with him as well about some self-defense. Also, the state of California Department of Education, just unbelievable what's happening throughout of course, the state of California, hiding gender dysphoria from parents. It's an unbelievable, despicable act, and it's happening in 1,000 different counties across the United States. We're going to talk about that with Alex here in just a moment. Before we do, a couple of hot listings from the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty, 605 Monterey Avenue in Clearwater. Beautiful home here. We've got 3 bedrooms, 2 bath, 2163 square feet, non-flood zone home. You've got a great opportunity to own a beautiful real estate property. You've got a private pool, screened-in lanai, gorgeous sitting area as well. Nice flow to the home, and it's on a cul-de-sac type road with no neighbor to one side there at the end of the street. And you have a really cool area as well in the front. You have a circular driveway with a large courtyard. 605 Monterey Avenue in Clearwater, one of our hot real estate listings. We've got about 60 current listings on our team, vacant land, residential, and commercial properties available from the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. Also, 9731 San Vincent Way. We have a recent price reduction on this property. It's completely renovated. You had a whole house renovation about a year and a half ago down to the studs. You have new, almost everything. New roof, impact windows, AC, air ducts, electrical components, hot water heater, appliances. 9731 San Vincent Way, Port Richey. And you can see all of our real estate listing at PlatinumCoastalElite.com.
And yeah, I'm racing my class to those saving our ass overseas.
All right, Alex Lima, Black Belt Fitness and Martial Arts. What's going on in the self-defense space?
Man, a lot of things actually. So I just finished up doing the summer camp. Did a kids summer camp, first one I've been able to do since pre-COVID. That was awesome. And then now I'm helping to coach a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu program, a kids program over with American Top Team. And it's
Nice.
just so cool to see those kids evolve, man.
Yeah, they learn fast, don't they?
They really do, because they don't have bad habits.
Yeah.
I don't have to talk them out of, drinking too much during the week and
Yeah.
eating bad. And they don't have a lot of athletic experience, so I don't have to fix a lot of, I would say poor muscle memory, or mind memory association from playing other sports or doing other things incorrectly.
Right.
So you get to show them the right way the first time,
Yeah.
which is always easier to do. Which I thought school should be like that as well.
Yeah.
Like, why do you teach us all when we take a test, or you teach us all these different things? Just teach me what I need to know.
Yeah.
Show me the right way what I need to know, and then that's it. Why do we have to all have all this fluff and all this BS knowledge just to make it confusing?
Oh yeah, memorizing certain things. Like, there's all this stuff that you learn that you're like, wait, years from now, am I really going to need this or use this? But yeah, same thing with real estate agents. A lot of times, we like agents that sometimes are we'll take an agent that's a little bit more green and teach them the right way. Here's how you do it, and they don't have all those preconceived notions and bad habits and other ways of doing it.
Set you up for success.
That's right. Yeah, it's all about, especially when you're in 100% commission sales, you either close the deal or you don't.
And you better know what you're doing.
You either make the deal happen or you don't. To use a lot of times you use the hunting. It's like either you make the kill or you don't.
Same thing in a fight. You either know what to do or you don't.
Right, yeah.
So you better be doing the right things, training the right things.
It's funny. You see a lot of these different fights, and I always think of Daniel Penny recently, the one in the New York subway, where they're, of course, the left-wing prosecutors. Former Marine going after, helping people out. But, so he did it right. He made a couple moves, got him on the ground, choked him out. But you see some of these other fights, these guys that are just wildly swinging,
that's horrible,
just crazy, right? Like, those guys are going to get knocked out quickly by somebody that actually knows just stand back now, boom, straight to the nose, right?
Most people have never stood in front of when guys are like, oh man, when I was fighting this as a kid and all this stuff, and at the bar, I got in a couple bar fights. It's like, I guarantee you have never stood in front of a high-level opponent, somebody that's trained and knows what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Somebody that knows how to
It's a different experience.
Yeah, to move and to parry and all those different moves that you can make, and has composure, right? Because I think that's a key component, the composure piece is. Without a doubt. Because some people just, your heart rate goes, you start swinging wildly, 30 seconds into it, you're out of breath,
Same thing with a high-level quarterback, like a Tom Brady, He's in the zone, man.
Yeah.
He's in what we call the flow state.
Mm-hmm.
He's not worried about. I mean, he knows that the concern is there to be tackled and be sacked and all that stuff and everything, and then the time on the clock. but he's in a flow state, man. He just knows that he needs to execute because he's done it so many times. He maintains his composure. Yeah. And anybody that can maintain their composure is physically capable of executing. Yeah. That's a dangerous individual.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Not to overreact, not to, you got to have the right reaction for almost everything. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense when you think about personal development and self-defense, and especially today. I mean, let's look at what's going on in the country. I mean, there's a lot of opportunity here for us to get sucker punched, and all of a sudden now we got a World War III happening. You got the government coming. I mean, I just, unfortunately, it's sad, but I think that's something like that's imminent. I do think that's going to happen with the 24 election. I don't think we may not even have an election. As much as I hate to predict that, between the COVID election year Omicron variant coming,
how many red flags do American people need before they step up? Like, you got Kim Jong-un and Putin making a weapons deal. Yep. You have the BRICS things going on. You have everybody that does not like America coming together. That's not a red flag that, like, something's about to go down. They're building the military bases down in Cuba.
Record numbers.
They can spit and hit Florida from there.
Here's one. Record numbers of espionage. Listen to this. This clip came up from my Daily Wire.
According to an alarming new report, defense officials have reported a growing number of espionage attempts committed by Chinese nationals at U.S. military bases and other sensitive locations.
Here with more on the national security threat and what's being done to combat it is Daily Wire senior editor Cabot Phillips. So, Cabot, first off, tell us about this new report.
Yeah, so it's no secret that China is trying to access our secrets, but a new report is shining a light on just how brazen many of those espionage efforts have become. According to the Wall Street Journal, Chinese nationals have been caught attempting to infiltrate military bases and other sensitive sites as many as 100 times in recent years.
So it's unbelievable, and it's increasingly brazen. So essentially, what they're doing, I think they're taking it to the point of they're getting away with it, and then sometimes they don't even know. Hey, what does it actually take to get caught?
Did you hear? Like, they've been caught 100 times. You know how many times they weren't caught? Like,
exactly.
That's insane. That's a staggering number. That is insane.
Yeah.
And we're letting it happen. You don't have to be in a military base in order to steal information.
Yeah.
MacDill Air Force Base here. You can live close. You can buy a property, a home close to MacDill Air Force Base.
Yep.
And with modern technology, I guarantee you they're ciphering information.
They're tapping off, They're siphoning off information. They had a spy balloon. We've seen it. It's almost like we have a president that's accepting money and bribes from foreign countries. Oh, wait, we are. That's right. Forgot about that one. All right, let's go back to the clip I teased. I want to get into the state of California. This attack against the children, this is where I think a lot of Americans draw the line. You even saw, the Muslim community in California, like all these different communities coming together and saying, wait a minute, we're going to protest this. This is ridiculous. Yeah. So I'm going to play this clip here.
Karen England, once again, just help me out here. What exactly
Steve Bannon
is the state of California trying to do? I'm going to get to the head of the school board that's fighting them, but give me from your national director of this parental rights group, what is the state of California trying to enforce here?
Well, their official policy coming out of the Department of Education is that if a child wants to live at school as a different gender or sex than they were born, that they are going to hide it from the parents. So they keep a shadow record. They enforce compelled speech with pronoun use. They let them use the opposite bathroom. They let them change clothes and live as the opposite sex. And I want to encourage your viewers. This is not just California. Here in Tennessee, we have a school district that's hiding it from parents. There are over 1,000 school districts in this country that are hiding this information from parents. And
it's shocking, isn't it? Over 1,000 school districts in this country allowing this to be hidden from the parents. That is the definition of tyranny and Marxism and authoritarianism. We've got to turn these children against their parents, and that's what they're doing. What did Reagan say? You're one generation away from communism.
Yeah.
And that's the generation.
I mean, I have no words for that. Going back to what we were saying before the initial break about it being a system. And within that system, you can implant information, into kids. That's why they structure you a certain way. You get up, you go to school, from a certain time to a certain time, start and end.
Yeah.
To get you in that system of wake up, go to work, do what you need to do, whether you like it or not.
Yep.
Eat, sleep, repeat. Do it again and again. And then now it's not even just that anymore. They're updating the firmware and putting these insane thoughts into these children's heads. And a child's mind is so pliable. It's so moldable.
That's right. They're planting them in there.
They are, because listen, a 10-year-old can't vote they can't go to a club, they can't buy cigarettes, they can't buy a gun, they can't do a lot of things, but yet we can let them choose what sex they identify as.
No,
that's
ridiculous.
Absolutely sickening.
It is.
It's absolutely sickening.
It's pernicious, and it's so many bad. Any adjective you can think that's bad, you throw it in here.
Yeah, I'm trying to watch my words.
I know.
Yeah.
Tell us how people can connect with you, Alex.
On the socials, it's at BlackBelt_fitness. You can always call 813-426-1588. And kids and adults, you can come and get your training in with me. We got fitness programs, we got self-defense programs, and got some really cool stuff going on with American Top Team now as well, helping that program grow.
Repeat that number for me.
813-426-1588, and we'll have a website actually coming up soon too. So
awesome, good stuff. Always great catching up with you, bud.
Hey, stay blessed, buddy.
All right. Hey, coming back, quick break. Brandon Faust in the house, Mold Solutions USA. We're going to talk with Mold Solutions here on the program. From what he told me yesterday, a lot of people aren't dealing with these flood waters properly. We're going to get the right way from him. Mold Solutions coming up. Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
This is Work Done, and you're listening to the Real Estate.